What's happening, ladies and gents? I hope you're doing very well. Frankie here. Today we are talking about a new SPAC on the market, a completely fully electric flying vehicle taking taxis from the ground to the sky. And yeah, a very first of its kind, which is always very intriguing and a prospect when something's doing the first of its kind. So we're going to be talking about Archer Aviation merging with Acic. I don't want to dilly-dally on this, so we're going to go straight into it. Archer Aviation here, the first ever commercially viable electric VTOL aircraft. VTOL just means it can go up and down vertically. Like a helicopter essentially, which is obviously important if you're trying to go through like a taxi business to fix traffic and create a fully renewable transportation solution. We're designing, manufacturing and operating advanced electric aircraft that can travel 60 miles at 150 miles per hour, all with today's technology. Already 60 miles isn't very far, so we are talking about there, unless they increase their range, which I imagine they could do with more research, 60 miles isn't very far. So what are we talking? We're talking in one sort of area. Hopefully you're going to be having stations of how I don't even really know what they're planning to do with it. But however you're going to do it, you're going to be needing stations across wherever America in different areas that can obviously travel in a radius of 60 miles. And yeah, you're probably going to need more than one aircraft in each. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very cheap operation. So according to their website, this is an undertaking that will require a tremendous amount of effort, and it will take decades for us to have a profound impact on the world. So listen to that, decades. It's going to take decades. For an entrepreneur, this is one of those hard world problems. High capital costs, which isn't good. Advanced hardware technologies, also very hard. Long timeline, and an overall very challenging business with low chances of success. This is coming from their website, so you've got to take this as it is. In the early days, but if successful, there's an ability to build one of the 10 most significant business in the world, and more importantly, help drive the world to zero emissions future. Yes, very good mission. The way they've kind of told you, I like it. I like how honest they are. They're not hiding anything. They're saying how hard it's going to be straight off the bat. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to be, decade in the future, and it's high potential. It might not even work. So investors are already warned within the first paragraph of their website. This is cool. Today, half of the world lives in cities, and United Nations projects that by 2050, close to 70% of the world will live in cities. The timescale around scaling ground infrastructure, roads and bridges are too long and costly, and given their 2D nature, can't support a 3D city. If you can build an electric aircraft that is high performance, low cost, high safety, and low noise, you have the ability to unlock a new dimension of travel. One that lives in the third dimension and has almost infinite scaling potential. But that's a big ask, and the low cost, how they just said low cost there, what, low cost of selling the vehicle or low cost of making it? Because they just said it was going to be expensive. Morgan Stanley estimates this new electric aircraft market will be a 1.5 trillion by 2040. So the merger with a blank check company backed in a deal valued at around 3.8 billion and backed in order investment from United Airlines, among the first major airlines to commit to purchase of air taxis. So they've already got United Airlines among the first major airlines to commit. Okay, 600 million private investment from United Airlines. Always a good sign when you can get a big boy on your back and helping you out. All right, my battery's run out on my camera, so you're just going to have to deal with my voice, which is probably better. You'd have a look at my face. So Heights Capital Management is kind of the only big boy that is invested in Archer currently, and Atlas Crest Investment Corp. And they've actually got their highest on their portfolio at about 9.41%, 4.8 million shares. Taking a look at the price chart, they have been obviously floating around 10. Usually what a SPAC does come in at about a 10. I think they all do actually. And they're currently at 13.68 at the time of speaking. I did buy in at 14. The only reason I'm kind of buying in, and my whole thesis is basically hype. So, being the first of its kind in air traffic, my goal is to cash in and out, essentially get in, sort of at the ground basis. 14 is going to be, fairly close to the 10 mark. I could lose up to 40% of my investment, which is fine. I haven't put too much money into them. So hopefully a lot of people get behind it, interested in the new EV startup, and hopefully hype drives the price up. And that is my intention. If they're going to take they're going to take so long to do something, there's always room for other people to nip in and take the profits whilst they're dilly-dallying around. Who knows? There's so much time, meaning that the price is also going to fluctuate. Because there is so much time, I think the price so far is overpriced. I have paid for an overpriced price. That's the way it's going to be, and I will be trying to swing trade this company. And you got to be very careful with something like this, and I will be careful. I won't take well, I will let it. I'll keep my money in until I get at least a profit, because I do believe we'll go up at some point out of hyper loan. But again, we might not. Who knows? That's only going by what I do think is going to happen. Sometimes I'm wrong, so so be it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit me in the comments if you've invested in them already, at what price. If you think you're bearish, bullish on them, tell me if I've missed out anything that might be interesting, that might sway me over to the bullish side. And yeah, are you swing trading them? What are you doing with this company? Or are you ignoring them altogether? Let me know. Anyway, I'll see you in another video, and hopefully my camera won't turn off this time. So, cheers for sticking around, and have a good one, people. Take care.